this is a place I would go. We might get ourselves lost, we may never be found, if ever that day comes around. Boy, we were put here to roam, and we never did need a home. So let's shoot up this town, and let's run through the night, and take down that boat, and lead a runaway life, where the blue waters flow. Oh, this is the place we will go, and we'll be thick as thieves. Run on, you and me, 'cause boy, we here roam.
Right. So after this, we do the second field, and then we got a bit of weeding to do, and that's us nearly done to next harvest. So we might even get another harvest put in at some point. Hoping there's just enough gap for one. Could be. Hey Raw, I've downloaded Headland Management mod, which I'm loving, because in theory it just basically means everything's now one off, one control, and not three. Bit of an update for you. I've done a couple of changes to the farm since you've been on it last. And I'll just show you them very quickly. I've also done a bit of mod editing, and I'll show you that here in just a second again. So let me just add this headland in. So if I go over to him, so we've got these 4 greenhouses here that are £2,000 each, the open ones. That should bring us a 30 grand a year, hopefully. And then we've got this swimming sheep pasture. Have we got a full pallet of wool now? That looks like a full pallet of wool. Wool looks slightly differently in 22. Interesting. And then swimming sheep. So yeah, I'll show you that tweaking mod. I'll show you that here in a second. Just get this headland complete, and I'll show you what I've done. Right, I've gone back to Sim Dashboard again on here now. So I'm now running Sim Dashboard again to just make life easier. So you know the, I can't pronounce it. The modding well stuff. I converted, I think it could have been, nope, not that. I converted the food mixer into a grass dryer. So you input grass, you get hay. So I added that in. So I added a dryer. What do you mean, don't they go to 4? What, the wool? Yeah. So sorry, I'm just trying to, because I know you may be heading off soon. I'm just trying to fill you in with everything. Full wall packs. So on Calmsland, he's converted the base game hay storage to a dryer, and I did that onto No Man's. Updated the map, lost it because I updated the map. So I then decided to actually edit one of them. Took me about 15 minutes to build it. So I can share you. I haven't re-zipped the folder, I've left it open. So I've actually got to add that in. But I'm going to show you here in a second what Headland Management Mode can do for you. And it's a mod that I will never... I'm having a couple of issues with key bindings on it, with using joysticks, but in theory, it's just now one button instead of having to press 6. And you're about to see that here in just a second, after I get Sim Dashboard running. Sorry, I'm trying to cover so much, just because I know you may be heading off soon. Right, I want Sim Dashboard. I want tablet on charge. I want the GPS screen. Right, so we want to be on Headland mode. Oh, no, we don't. We want to be on that. So in theory, you should have that's not licked. Okay. So we want that. So we want this up. We want that lowered. Yeah, I'm hoping. I have got some big plans on here over... Oh, another mod. No, hang on, wrong button. Another mod that I've got. Forage harvester. 30 grand for a forage harvester. If you ever need one. Right, hopefully that now's working. Right, set up. I need to change that to 0.5. Right, now this should run like an absolute dream. So this is the beauty of the mod. So, you bang your cruise control on. And this is the beauty of the mod. You'll hear it beep in a second. And then it lifts and drops the cruise control to 8 miles an hour. Now, on big fields that's great. The only problem is I find that it doesn't always work when you realign stuff. See, there you go, the GPS. See, that's just fired the G. Sometimes it restarts the GPS. I think we're about lined. So, on this small field, because of the trees, I don't use it. Now, the only difficulty I have is working out where I've been before. It's so hard to see the line. Right, so I've missed bit there, bit on that top corner, a bit there. Okay. Right, so I press a button, and if you notice the bottom at the moment is next to the speedometer is H. I drop that. It will re-engage. It will re-engage GPS. It will lower my cedar, and then it will do the cruise control. Pretty much. I only had to change a couple of bits. But to be honest, I just copied what I needed to from another XML. I think you're the only person in here, Raw. Write that down. On we go. Boom. The only thing is, I couldn't be bothered to translate. From German to English. So I couldn't be bothered to work out which was the best for it. I just basically went, that says fermenter on it. That will do. We've got 2 people lurking in here, which is good. I am slowly getting my average views up, which is a good thing. I will get affiliate by the end of the year. I'm determined to get affiliate by the end of the year. Did you also see I picked this up as well? Yeah, so with headland management mode I'm running now, I only have to... And he's gone lurking. Yeah, that's fine, Raw. I knew you would do, so appreciate having you in here. Have a good evening, mate. I'll catch you soon. Yes, missed a bit there. Bit there. Bit there, bit there, bit at the tops. It's fine. We can come back and do that. So hard to tell where the starting point is on here. so hard to tell. Right, let's go and correct the bits we've missed. Let's go and try and refill the cedar. Yeah. And along this inner edge. I might actually bring the plough up here for next harvest. Right, let's go and see if there's more grain in there, shall we? Quite a lot of weeds in there. Yeah. So they should all come out of a hoe. In theory. Yeah, it's a very weedy field. So all them should come out of a hoe, really. Right, so we want to go... Second row in, I reckon, be about there somewhere. I'm reckoning. Yeah. Not quite nailed to perfection, but it'll do. Try to bring a little bit of realism to that corner. Okay, where did we get to? That's the bit I'm struggling with right now. Yeah, the lights aren't helping at all. Possibly 0.10. Yeah, it's miles out for 0.10, so we'll have to come back. Yeah, that's about right. So what we got? One more? Yeah, one more and then we'll skip a row. Yeah, it's about nailed. So it's not that looking too bad. And then on here, weeds. Funny, driving over most of them's killed them. Which is actually quite funny. It just kind of proves you just don't drive over the headlands. That's basically what I've just proven. You don't drive over the headlands. I'm going to see in first person if I can actually work out where I need to be. If I can work it out. At the moment I can't quite. I'm guessing it's about there somewhere. I'm guessing. Might have to check that side again, make sure we caught everything. I think we're okay. I'll check the map in a minute, make sure we're okay. We should be okay. So that's the plan. Before we expand in the next field, as long as we got enough grassland on here, we don't need to. My plan is to build the farm up. So eventually, I want cows to replace the lettuce, and what I mean by that is, I want to basically cows over lettuce. Personally. This is the problem not being able to see where I've been and haven't been. The seeding, yeah, telling where you've been on the seeder is like really hard. Even that's not perfect. So let's run down this bottom edge once more. And then we'll see what's left. Well, and that's why I'm thinking of going, you know what, just go direct seeder. I don't know if we'll get stones up on the direct seeder. If we do, I find that's a bit stupid. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So this tractor can run a direct seeder. Yeah, and then just up that inside line. Thought it would miss. I don't mind missing a little patch on here, because the bulk of it's been done. Yeah. And then there's a couple of small bits, but I'm just going to leave them. That'll do me. I'm not going to go and do everything crazy. Right, last job, and then that's this game. I don't know if there's anything left. I think we're done. We'll check the lettuce and the straw and the eggs in a minute. But that's my priority. If we can make 60k out of wool, don't need lettuce. Simple as. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. So first thing we need to do is switch tyres. Brake lots. Right, I'm just gonna do something. That off. That up to 20. Trying to reverse that at that speed is just stupid. So, yeah, the tractor needs wash. So we're going to give this a wash in a minute. Not bad, 25 hours and we're halfway through with the wear. So if we can, I might do a cheeky little repair on this. Sometimes you can do cheeky little repairs, but yeah, I definitely want to get this washed in a minute. Before we actually do any work, I want to get this washed. We've got a big 9-metre beast. About to throw on her. Could do with getting a front weight on her at some point. I kind of been neglecting that. But yeah, I want to start getting this yard upgraded. That kind of makes sense. Right, let's see how much our wear is on here then, shall we? Right, that's fine. So that's going to cost you 606. Somehow I can do in debt, which I don't understand. I'm not arguing with the game. Oh, flip, I forgot to put the row crops on. It's fine, let's just get it washed to start with. We dealt with the pallets. Yeah, we have. I'm about to take the front number plate off as well. We will possibly be getting an engine done on this. So when we upgrade the horsepower, my plan is when we upgrade the horsepower, I'm going to try and fiddle the numbers on here and put this back to 0. We'll copy the vehicle XML. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. I want to get this up on the horsepower as soon as I can. And that 6-meter seeder. Right. Customize. Yeah, how much is it going to cost? 17.5 grand. Right, let's see if we can get the GPS running on this, shall we? Open that up. It's a 9-meter fold on this. And that's kind of thing I want to start getting this yard upgraded. That barn I'm happy with keeping. Well, I might even take them to get rid. See, that's what I said at the moment, to keep the barn. Yeah, so you can see it just disappearing. There you go. We're rolling. Yeah, you can, now, and that's kind of, from a realism point of view, I didn't like the other one. This just works better. On the back of this tractor, it looks a beast. An absolute beast of a weapon at 9 meters. But yeah, if you run that way, you can see him. And this thing just works. That's kind of the thing. At least just segregates them. Nice seeing the weeds, and that's kind of why, that's kind of it that was frustrating me before. I was like, just guesswork. At least this is 1000% accurate. I don't know if I've missed anything, you can tell. Whereas in the last time, you couldn't. It was kind of just, you just guessed. At least this, I know exactly. Don't get me wrong, the map's not the most prettiest. And for 60 hours in, Raw, I've come up with a new definition of weeding. If you're going to listen before I carry on. I just want to show you something. Before I finish this field off. So if you ever go down a road of weeding, okay, my advice is skip the ones that said small. So skip the ones that say small. You want this. You want this hoe. If you want a hoe, so you can actually see them. Okay? And then you get this 9-meter weeder. And you go first person. And you can actually see him disappear. Oh, is there still one missed? Yeah, still one missed. So you can actually see what you've done. Like, if you give me 30 seconds, because I'm about to skip, as long as we've got everything done, I'm about to skip to the next game day and show you what a full field of weeds like. Because that now actually feels satisfying, as long as we've covered. Yeah, we've missed one patch, but I'm not worried about that. Right, have we done everything? Can we skip to the next game day? They're fine. They're fine. We need to sort them out next game day. That's fine. So let's go September. Let's go one more game day. Because the problem is with the 6-meter weeder, you're basically pulling out weeds that aren't there. At least with the 9-meter, you're pulling out weeds that you can see. We'll probably be $4,000 down in debt by the time we're done. Let's see how far we are. Nearly $4,000 down in debt. So the sheep will need water this game day. So we got 2 more pallets. How are they doing? 1 more pallet, which is good. And there's another one ready to go. Right. I know you can't see much. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Come on. Start. Come on. But I've just crashed. I've just crashed. But if you now look at this, if I'll explain in a second. I'll explain that in a second. But now you can actually see you've got weeds. Because what I love about this is, you see you've got this pattern where I've driven and crushed the weeds. You can actually see that pattern emerging in front of you. You can actually see that. How much basically is property maintenance. So I've got, because of the way this is set up, last month was $6.95 on property maintenance and £9 on productions. But you can actually see the weeds. And watch this. I put the lights on so you can actually see it a little bit easier. Right, so that on. That dropped. Set point A. And they just disappear. Wrong button. Give me a second, I'm just setting everything up again. So, because the thing is, after... So the reason I'm spending so much is just on productions. But the thing is, this actually feels like realistic. Like, when I was doing this before, you would do it before the crop's sown. So the small weeder you'll be doing, and you wouldn't be able to see what you're doing. At least this way, I can actually see. at least you can actually see an effect taking place. Like, now we take the lights off. Like, you can actually see a physical effect difference. Yeah, so last in-game year, I spent a bit too much money. I blew 70 grand, I think, on equipment and stuff. That's better. So in the lot, so we sold, so we made 40,000 out of the eggs. We sold 10 grand's worth of trees. So I spent, and then and then we got sheep as well. So I bought an arrow. So I bought. Oh, well, I haven't been checking this. Nothing. So we bought this subsoiler. 10. Bought this weeder that cost about 18-19. We then bought the sheep pen that was 8 grand. We then spent 8 grand on greenhouses. Bought another trailer. And yeah, that's basically what happened. I took a gamble as well. Sold all of my chickens. So I sold, I think it was 300 chickens. Or was it? Yeah. Basically, I sold chickens. So what I'd done is, as soon as these hatched, I sold them to get 360 young ones. Spent 0 money. We also bought 11 sheep as well. So yeah, I'm not in this year. The following year, I'm hoping to make 40 from the eggs, 30 from the greenhouses, and then, pardon me, and then whatever the wool brings in. So that's kind of my expectation going into the next year. So this sale, so from here, so this winter sale, if I can make 40 to 50 grand, I'll be laughing, because we need 30 for my experiment and my plan. We need 35 grand for my plan. I'm also running the maintenance cost and painting cost mod. So this is my settings I've got on that. So maintenance cost is down to 25%, maintenance feels 100%, and 150 for that. And that is kind of working, because I think it means that it takes 10 hours. I need to probably try this, but I think it's about 10 hours for it to fully need proper. So I repair my tractors every 5 hours. And I get about halfway through on the repairs. But yeah, I don't look at this. but we're technically 15 years in and 63 hours. But I think we're on our 10th harvest, I think. So it's taken me sort of 10 harvests, give or take, to be able to make some decent money. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So my target plan is to be making 100 grand a year off here. I am planning to go down the factory route with the wool. So I want to see how much wool 100 sheep bring in a year. Because... So in 9 months they've bought nearly a fat. So that's what I want to see. Now they're fully going, I want to just see how much they bring in. Considering the rubbish start I had on here, I'm actually quite pleased with how this has gone. But for me, it's more about hours than years. I look at the hours over the years. So for hours, I'm up to 63 hours. And that's more of an important thing. But you got to remember, I've come up with a new rule. I can own... So, if there's a bit of machinery in the used sales, we can get a loan for it. Because what I've noticed is with the used machinery mod, it can take a long time for stuff to reappear. So the only loan we're allowed to take is to cover the used machinery mod. But as soon as we sell the first produce, we have to immediately pay that loan back. So far, I've only had to pull 3 loans on here at 5 grand. I haven't had to actually go over 5 grand on loans. Which I am really happy with, if I'm honest with you. Alright, let's go and do this. Let's go and do a colour headlands. So I reckon we've got one more run that way. See, that's the thing. I'm hoping to run enough produce that I won't need to. So I'll run you down my cost basis in a minute. So the first 5 grand loan, okay, was for the chainsaw. Can't remember what the second one was for, but the third one was for the front loader. But we've basically... I don't actually think I've needed, like, this tractor. This tractor I got lucky with. I was about to buy the case, and literally this turned up instead of the case. And this turned up instead of the case, this Landini. This Landini I can run, because the plan is to get... I can't remember if this runs 240. But the plan is to get this seeder. That's my plan. Yeah, that's kind of the issue. When you start loading, you end up that way. So, if I stop that there, because I don't want to run out. So, we own 1 tractor, this side hill combine, so that's 48, 40, 50, 60, 68 grand already. That's 100 grand in them 3. And then you got 101, 104, 108. 110, 119, 113, 122, 124, 130. So we've nearly got about 135 grand's worth of equipment. plus then the pens, etc, etc. So considering where we started with 0 and literally nothing, I'm amazed. The plan for land on here, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not planning to funny you should say that, mate, because what do you mean lease? That's going sideways. Okay, we've missed a bit, so we'll go back over that in a minute. Yep, field leasing mod is on. Yeah, that's my headland mode of my GPS. So when we reach the headland in a minute, you'll hear a beep. And if you notice in the bottom left, in the bottom corner by the speedometer, you'll see at the moment it's in yellow S. And in a minute that'll go orange and say H. There you go, that's now in headland mode. So, listening to Virtual Farmer last night, he said something interesting about Giants. He said they always bring out something that no one expects. They'll always bring out a mod. I can't do you know what's more annoying on headland mode? It could be beeping, literally beep 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 every time I'm in headland mode. I've turned that off because otherwise you get this. That's annoying. Yeah, so what Virtual Farmer said, so it's more for grapevine and stuff, but he said what would be interesting is they should be great for grass work, and if you can put a front loader on them, the versatility on them should be really, really, that's what I'm looking at, is how versatile they'll be, because we haven't really got too much small little tractors. Like, you've got this small little Landini that you can't put a front loader on. So that's more like a shunting thing. That you can't. That's the first one you can actually put a front loader on. Also, I want to show you something that someone showed me the other day on these. So, I don't know if you knew, there's a front hitch. So I know you got the rear hitch, but you got a front hitch. All of them have a front hitch. Did you know most of the telly handlers in here have a front hitch? So as we're about to bang this headland, it'll beep. There you go. We might have to start running 2-day seasons on it soon. So I'm hoping the grass that we've got floating around on the edge of these fields. So you got a bit there with them 3 trees. Those 3 trees may be coming out. And you've got this where this rock is there. I'm hoping that will produce enough produce for our animals. That's what I'm hoping. Right. One weed on the edge of the field doesn't really bother me too much. Complete honesty. Right, that's nearly done. Believe it or not. Yeah, it's one weed. I think that's done. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's just one weed. Got a couple patches, but it's fine. Right, let's get this back in the barn. Turn GPS off. So that's pretty much all the work done now to next shift here. So now we want to do some animal work. So we want to fill up the trailer. So I want to put standard tyres back on. You kidding me? We've got the same problems last time. Does this map have an issue with water filling? I had this problem last game. Okay. Right. So, because of the issue, I'm going to do something now. 3960. I didn't want to do this, but yeah. Now you're probably thinking, what am I doing? So it's not an issue with that. So it's an issue with the mod. I'm not sure what the issue exactly is, but we're gonna, yeah. It's a way around it. Right. 3960. There you go. We're back. Right. And because of the issue we're having, I am just literally just going to go, you know what, let's just hand fill it. I don't know if it's a mod issue or whatever I've got. It's good to see that bale still there. So I know we've got one up at the store as well that we will come and collect. See how much this they take. Not much, so that should have filled their pen up. Yeah, the pen only takes 1500 litres of water. not much at all. So sheep swimming around is quite funny actually. So this is what I plan to do. It's not the most realistic way of doing stuff, but it kind of is the only way with this trailer. So I don't know if it's this trailer or if it's an actual issue. With this bouncing, I don't know if it's the actual trailer bouncing or not. So I don't actually know. That does weigh quite a bit. So that's that field. We've still got quite a bit of lettuce to go. And that's why I'm possibly long term looking for 2 trailers that I can attach together. That is a thing. Yeah, this is going to have to be taken slowly and not around any fast corners. Okay, that was not going to work. Right. The lettuce will do off the other thing. I prefer transporting the lettuce. What's the chickens doing? So they got enough food, they got enough feed. So it'll probably be, yeah. So next game day we'll be selling the eggs. So the chickens are okay. Yeah, got enough food. So 5 o'clock, we'll wake up 5 AM the next day and we should be able to sell the chickens. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this in a different place. I'm actually going to leave that there. And then yeah, our next sell point after this would be so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pallets. So we did lose a couple, but yeah, it's this coming in November which will be the key. Right. That should be everything. We'll save just in case we've forgotten something. And then, yeah, next game day, we're looking to get that harvester. So even though we bought that bale, we don't need it. So might get away with not needing the harvester. That's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. I've got... sorting the yard out might be more important than the harvester. Right, we're November. I've messed up because I reckon... yeah, I've messed up. Couldn't have gone to 8 AM. Yeah, we've messed up. We're back in.
A wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have.
Let's see if there's any... we load in. Let me jump on King's Mod quickly. Just having a look through. Just to see if there's anything there's not. No, there's nothing. Okay. Let's fire up. Yeah, so we are, I think that's, depending on what happens, I may... let's see what. So I can't remember what we're doing. Let's go set 5 AM next day and hope for the best. So I think 6 AM is the best selling time. Right, so 7 AM. So where's the price? Yeah, Canola's the next game day. So yeah, it's just remembering when everything is to sell. Wool is, yeah, April. So 1425. Let's go to 6 o'clock. Two more pallets, which is good. I'll leave the one, there's no point having the one. I'm over the moon with what we've got. I just zoomed in too much, but it's fine. So yeah, we are the best price. Just wondering if we are the best price. Right. Let's sell it at 5 AM. So I think we're going to get a better price running at the moment. We are. We go to 6 AM and see if what we got. Can't find where it is now. 425. I think that's probably a good price. Could check 1 hour. So let's check 6 AM. Nope. So it's the best price. So this is the best time of day to sell. So let's go and sell. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. I might actually decide not to buy anything till everything's sold. Right. 21,000 litres of eggs is slightly better than I expected. As for a joke. Yeah, no, they don't need to be on. Right. This should be 21, 1400. 20,000, no, it'd be more. 25 to 30. I can probably be close to 30. Yeah, because 10. So we had 10,000 litres on it at 1400. It'd be 14 grand. Double that is 28. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if we get between, I'm reckoning 29 and a half. What I'm thinking, if I've got my maths right. But who knows? Is there anything in the shop today? Just notice that's not up on full. Is there anything in the shop? Nope. That's the kind of thing I'm umming and ahhing with at the moment. $29,925, so I was close. So now we basically just got to go to March. Put this on. Kind of what I'm waiting for at the moment is daylight. At the moment it's technically, yeah, slightly cheaper. How much 30,000 litre bale is there left? 819 litres left in there. Which isn't bad. Let's go and shift these pallets of lettuce. And I am going to do this by hand. At least next time we will have enough run around. Right. So we've got, what was it? 18 already on here. This is now 20. It's absolutely ridiculous. Only got 2 more months to go before we need to sell the slots, which is kind of a good thing. Hopefully then we can get this stacked with a JCB or something. That's not quite gone to plan. Stacking out a little bit further. So we've probably got 5 grand going in. Probably got 5 grand going in next game day because of the canola. Just got to have a look, see when the best price for that is. This isn't the best stacking in the world. Will admit. What's worrying me is it's shaking quite a bit. It's kind of worrying me at the moment. Just how much she's shaking. Right. Got enough for the next game day, which is good. There's nothing in the used sales. Oh. Right. Next game day. Right. I flip. I've made a mistake. Price of canola, I bet it's rubbish. Yep, 7.15. Oh. I think I saved. How to find out. Oh, right, and then we just basically got to get February. Or January, next game day we'll sell. Let's see what this runs to. Let's see if we've done the lettuce. Did we save at the right point? what I'm praying. I think we saved at the right point. Humongous around. That was close. Yeah, that was lucky. Right. Let's try this again then, shall we? The thing is, I do need to do some upgrades on this base. I want to get an actual log cabin put in. Right, let's see what this brings us, shall we? First things first. If only we had the money. But that's like a large tractor. So you're looking at... So that's like a mid-range. So you got Trailerborg, Michelin's. So you got... I'd actually put the cooler tracks on the back. I would put it as a US. I'd actually have it as a US standard. Nope. Nope. The reason is, I don't need it. The maximum horsepower I need is in this Landini that I own. So I own this, and the maximum horsepower I need is 225. I'm just dreaming right now. Right, canola. Does that kind of make sense? Canola. Right, they need filling food. They're fine for a minute. 724. Yeah, but I don't need it. The way I'm running this series is it's more on need than anything else. So till there becomes a need, I'm okay. This Landini does everything I need. It's only when I start... The only thing I could do with is it will get to a point where I will like do... When I decide to upgrade this tractor, how I would go about it is I would get... I would go literally two ends of spectrum. I go 100 horsepower tractor and a 500. So what I would do is I'd go like this, because that for me is a medium. I would go right something like that in the 100 horses, because it's a nice yard shunting tractor. You can bang a front loader on, and then I would go possibly something like the 8RX or even go into something like this. But yeah, is that the one that's up there at the moment? 435. Yeah, that's actually a large tractor, but I can't justify it, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Because I can't realistically pay that loan back. And we need to pay the loan straight back. And there's no way, realistically, at the moment, we can do. Okay, why is that not giving me the option to fill? Okay. There you go. Start filling. That was random. I really don't understand this. Let's try that again, shall we? So this should bring in £5,000, I reckon. And then next game day is lettuce. Sell point for lettuce. We got 4 there to go. We'll go to the next game day. I'm tempted to buy a front weight for this. We'll see how much your front weight's going to cost us as well. How are all the animals doing? They've got enough feed, and they've got enough. We've got to move that out of the way. They've got enough water. So we're doing okay. So it's just checking the eggs. That's all we got to do this game, is check the eggs. I want to replace the advent with a telly truck. In theory. Yeah, 5,000 on the dot. That's kind of what I expected. So if we had 2 more fields, that'd be 15. So ideally, we could do 2 more fields of canola. But yeah, we... So I think the plan for the next 3 harvests is to get this tractor upgraded to max horsepower, buy the bigger seeder, sell the cultivator, I don't know if we need... Yeah. So, let's run to probably 8 AM. So, next game day, we should be seeing how much money we make off lettuce. That's the key principle. It's how much money we'll make off lettuce. So we're going to do this 2 ways. We're going to load it with this and then super strength it. Just to stack them neat. So otherwise they won't fit on. What is the price in December anyway for eggs? Yeah, what I've noticed is yeah. Roy, are you seeing this? They're in December and they've got a cage round them. They may be open air greenhouses, but I swear, with it being December, they've now got, yeah, and that is fighting a strap constantly. It's pretty cool. In the winter, they do have cages on them. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to transport, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's going to be fun. Just getting it down there and transported. Even towing this is going to be fun. To say the least. They only weigh 400 kilos each, which isn't that bad. I think what we're going to have to do is next game though, we're just going to have to take these slow and gently. Okay, we've still got one there that's come out. That'd been just for 500. So we can leave that there. See how many produced next game day. Okay, we've got one box that's come out. This strap point, but we'll see what happens when we move it. You can see how they're all rolling against the straps. Which is quite funny, actually. So one's come out of this box. Yeah, this is going to be fun. We're going to park that there. You ever see the dancing trailer? So yeah, my prediction about £34,000 is coming out about right. I am tempted. Okay. We have got. Where are they? Bale trailers. Be that one there that I would want. Be that one there that I would want. It's 25.5 grand. It'd be that there that I would want with the dolly. Just for the lettuces. Over this. Because yeah. We're going to have a fun time with that. I think. I think that might be our next major purchase. 25 grand. I'm hoping that comes up cheap. Right, let's go to 5 o'clock. Save this. Let's go 5 o'clock. Oh, wrong one. 5 a.m. Right. Let's see what we've actually got down there. So where's the price? Stabilised at 1-1. Okay. I think that's the best price you're going to get for this. Still there and it's still dancing. It's too much weight on board for the trailer. It's too much weight on board for the trailer really, but hey. We can make it work. Yeah. I might actually decide to actually sell this and buy that, the big one, instead of this, because that's why it's dancing. It's too much weight on board. So as we move this, we will probably try and move this bit by bit. But yeah, we'll probably make 35 grand out of this. So I think that would be the priority. Be getting that big. I know it's got the dual wheels on the back, but it shouldn't matter with the dolly. Sorry, it shouldn't matter too much with the dolly. Just trying to find somewhere to put these where they'll survive, because they're not surviving at the moment. We've got too much on this, see. Kind of needs to be on here. I hope that's not transported at all. There you go. So, yeah, this is sort of a dodgy load what I'm about to do, but it should work. Just got to take our time. Just make sure we don't tip. That's the key. Make sure we don't tip over. So if you tip over, you had it. So let's go and buy that big trailer. So I've got an idea. Alright, let's do that. Save. We're agreeing 108. So that's 108 at the moment. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 113. 114. 115. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 21. 21. 22. 23. 23. 24. 25. 25. 26. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 130. 131. 132. 133. 134. 135. 136. 137. 'Then that's the best price. Yeah, 137. I don't know how much lettuce we got outside, so yeah, I'm over the moon with that. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even going to work the calc. All I know is I'm about to go and buy a different trailer. The big bad boy. So at least then this will be able to handle it. It should be about right on the sale page. I think it was 127. There's no more there, which is good. £38,000. We'll get it up to the sales stage and just make sure I've got this right. We're moving. It might take a little bit of time to get there. We just put cruise control on. She's dancing. You ever seen dancing lettuce? It's too heavy for the trailer. And the tractor's got no traction. This could take a while. We are moving. Just ever so slowly. See, every now and again this, she just loses grip. Lettuce trailer behind me is having a good time. stop that a minute. Might not be a good idea. Right, I've saved it. Let's see what happens if I... Oh yeah, we got some spawns. Let's try something. Bit of super strength. No, she's gone. We knew from last time there's no way flipping this back over. Okay. Right. I've saved it, so let's just try something random here. There's two things I'm going to try. Option A doesn't work, I'm going to go option B. Okay, let's log out a minute. So I've got two options for this to work. So we're going to go option A and then option B. And option B is a cheat. So we've learned something of this experiment. If the trailer bounces, it's too heavy. Right. Let's detach it because it's not coming up. Let's detach it. I've got a plan B. Okay. Right. Okay. I have an idea. So what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt to do something now. So I'm going to go on here. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go super strength. I'm going to take off that. Undo that as well. Right, obviously take that off. Take that off. Take that off. Take that off. Is there any more up there that I can't see? No. Okay, re-strap that back on. Come back for this lot. Right, let's see if that will move. Down to 26,000 litres. That got stuck. You shift that box out of the way. Okay, it's not going to move because that box is out of the way. It's still not going nowhere. Right, okay. Didn't want to do this in case it explodes. Mate. Sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. Is that stopped? Yep. Okay. Right, let's see if we can put some stuff back on the top. Okay, are you kidding me? Good point. Right, I'm going to restack this a bit differently this time. Oh. Okay, so that's its limit. 20,000. Even then it's still dropping the go. But it's not bouncing. So yeah, we have a few left. Under 10 minutes. This is quite funny actually. It's not jumping, which is good. It's taking forever. Let's just junk some more off. Just undo the back end. Ellie. It's even too heavy for that. Right, okay. Undo, undo. Yeah. Let's throw that off the back. It's better. That didn't quite go as planned. If I'm going to be brutally honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have lost some money on it. $23,100, right. We're now going to go sell this trailer and we're going to go and grab another one. Yeah. So this trailer is great. It's cheap. But for bale lifting, it's not great. So let's sell this. Let's see how much it's going to cost me to repaint this baby. $4,000. Right, we are going to go for bale wagons. That one. Yep. I need to buy stuff when I need it, and that was like becoming to a point where I need. It's a huge wagon, so this now should make life a little bit easier. So, yeah. I hate dolly tractors, but hopefully this works. It's a bit bigger as well. Parking's going to be fun. So hopefully it'll be how to handle all of this lot. Yeah. The eggs are fine. I have no issue with the eggs. Right, so I'm going to go take a break, let my dog out, and then... But yeah, we'll probably sell what we got first, and then see where we are through the stream. I might call that a night, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, let's go and throw the rest on. Right, let's see how that's doing. The straps. So that's 8,000 litres strapped. So we shouldn't have an issue getting this back up. Interesting because it's not as wider. So yeah, I might have to stack these a little bit different. Not quite going as well as I wanted it. I'm just kind of throwing these on anywhere at the moment. Kind of hoping for the best. Really, you kidding me? That's better. At least that's strapped. And that's keeping just getting it strapped. Might have to do something about that in a minute. Like drop straps and re-put them back on. Just wait and see what happens. So that's 17,000 litres extra. I can just go like that, right. 17,500 litres, boom. Try not drive over the foreign crop. Let's see if that moves. Yep, it moves. Might have to do it in 2 trips, but if that's the case, we will be stacking these differently back at base. I just want to just check something quickly. Yeah, it weighs 7.9 tons. So I think the width is about the same. This apparently can take 32 bales. But I would put the Vario sides on it. But yeah, it should work better having the dual system on it. I'm hoping. I reckon, yeah, you can get 2 on. Don't know if it will fold, if it'll go very well. Yeah, this trailer is definitely a lot longer. A lot longer. So that's 15. Three. Go. So that's 48, 579. So yeah, we could buy the harvester, but I'm not going to at the moment. I just want to see if we can keep this cash for the year. Because 35, it will leave us a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how much wool we have in April to sell. I'm happy with that, 48. Plus we replaced and bought this. So that's your strapping positions. So yeah, the trailer is, it's not as wide on here. Which is kind of a little bit annoying. But at least, hopefully this can take a little bit more. So it weighs a bit more, so you've got a bit more weight behind it. Unlike the other one. I just didn't like all them lettuce pallets. But yeah, at least we've made enough. We'll have a look to see what the lettuce says. The sale produce, but yeah. Can I get between these 2 trees? Just about, and I'm going to clip that, aren't I? Yeah. So we're actually going to park this one slightly there, where it's actually going to live. Out of that shrubbery. Right. That'll do it for the episode. Let's go raid Virtual Farmer. Thank you for watching this, and I hope everyone had a good day, and I'll see everyone soon.